unboxing is a stack of books from NorthSouth. And what's really interesting about this publishing company is that the illustrations all, well, for this one, there's a lot of similar look and feel to this imprint. I mean, with the covers all being matte and just sort of the muted color palette of the covers and the illustrations. So I don't know, just something I noticed, almost like, you know, a branding style. So let's get started. The first is a picture book called The Mountain. It is by Rebecca Gugger and illustrated by Simon Rothlisberger. And here's the mountain, and there's a bunch of animals in front. Very, you know, sort of comically drawn, like an octopus, a sheep, a bear, rabbit, snake, ant. So already kind of suggests humor and obstacle. And these, the author and illustrator are both born in Switzerland. And let's see. So, oh, this is a beautiful illustration. So the bear's in the forest, and oh, so everyone is living in a different habitat. You know, you got your ocean, and it seems like they are fighting over which place is the best to live, or even what it's like to live where they live. And so they want to show each other something. What else are they showing each other? Oh, like what it's like to live on a mountain. Although, you know, maybe the other animals don't know what it's like to live in, you know, the ocean or, you know, the forest or whatever. But so anyway, they all make it up the mountain and look back to where, but, you know, the other habitats they can see. And, you know, they found that, you know, they have a lot more in common than they thought. Oh, this is clever, the way they put the credits. So they gave the book an extra spread by putting, you know, all the photo credits in the back matter. And even started the book, like, setting you up for the illustration on the title page. So that looks fun and great theme. Okay, the next one is My Mother's Delightful Deaths by Carla Hasbauer. So it's almost like a cat with 9 lives, but his mother. Oh, so I think NorthSouth, I think these are all translated books. So, so it's a little girl making a lot of drawings. And so maybe just imagining the mom in different scenarios. Maybe she's quite artistic and dramatic. You can imagine her mom in a lot of different roles. Yeah, so this is definitely like a muted palette, and the drawings are quite childlike, and maybe deliberately, or just that's the style. And again, they put use the end paper for that credit page. Okay, there's 3 more. Boris the Cat by Erwin, Moser. The Little Cat with Big Ideas. This is a little bit more cartoon illustration. And it's a very thick book. Look at this. So this is sort of a graphic novel, picture book, with chapters. So it's not quite a graphic novel. It's almost like they took a series, a picture book series, and made it into, you know, 4 pages on 1 page. Just made it very short in order to put the entire book as one book. It almost feels like it's a million little stories. So I don't know if that's just the way it was written. A ton of short stories, almost in comic book form, but not really. Versus, you know, making a bunch of books. But these are very short stories. Like each story only gets like 6 panels. So you know what this is great for? This is great for like bedtime stories, because you know you can start and stop and add one without, you know what I mean, delaying the bedtime. And it's great for, I think, kids who, you know, might like graphic novels, or that's what they tend towards. It also kind of inspires kids to draw their own story, just by the way it's, you know, sort of modeling. Anyway, Boris the cat looks really interesting. I'm not quite sure what her adventures are though, but looks fun. The Bad Mood by Moritz, Petz, illustrated by Amelie, Jackowski. Yeah, so we have a lot of, I've seen just a lot of books on that theme, but I haven't really seen one with this animal, which I'm not even sure what it is. It's kind of bear-like, it's kind of raccoon-like, but, oh, maybe it's, what is that? A badger. Oh, it's a badger. Okay. Well, I haven't seen a badger in a bad mood. And look how expressive the illustration is. Like, it really just conveys, I'm in a bad mood today. This might be dangerous. Maybe I'd better stay at home. Oh, I like that. But no, he wants everyone to know how miserable he is, so he stomps off. And he... Does he spread his bad mood? He might. And he's mean. And hopefully, at the end, he apologizes. So, I think that's a book that all kids can relate to. Adults as well. Waking up on the wrong side of the bed. Spreading your bad mood. Alright, the last one is The Star Tree. Written and illustrated by Gisela, Colle. And again, you know, don't you think? Like this one and this one. And this one too. Like, you can almost be convinced, you know, they're the same illustrator. Like, these two have almost identical color palettes. They're a little dull for me, honestly. I like colors to be a little bit brighter to pop, but, you know. So this is quite a bit of text for a picture book. And it's about... Oh, it almost reminds me of The Little House. A house that gets swallowed by a city. The Little House by Virginia Lee Burton is one of my favorites. The author actually lived in Newton, Massachusetts, where I live. And so, what happens? I'm not quite sure. But he lights up a tree. It's a Christmas theme. About, I think, the simple pleasures of Christmas. And I think he introduces his idea to his new neighbors, the urban city dwellers. All right, well, thank you to NorthSouth for this package of books, and thank you all for watching.